What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, and welcome back for part number 3 of our live Pokemon Showdown UU session. So far, so good. We've come out with 2 victories so far, so you can't really ask much more out of this somewhat silly team. I mean, it's not a silly team. They're competitive sets and everything, but it's just kind of threw it together really fast, and that always gives me a strange feeling. Anyway, as we're getting started today, just a friendly little reminder that in case you guys haven't done so already, and you would like to show your support to the channel or the series, or any of that fun stuff, remember you can do so by clicking that thumbs up button right below this video. It does really help out when you guys do that. That's why I bore you with this whole spiel every single time, which probably gets annoying. Or you can leave your thoughts in the comment section. I do take suggestions. The Swellow, the Boomburst Swellow was the suggested Pokemon this time around. I always try to bring at least one that you guys have suggested, because I don't have all of the ideas. I don't have all of the answers. That's what you guys are here for too. You help me out. You point me in the right direction. Give me some cool things to work with, and I try to go from there. So let's look for a battle here and see what we find. Hopefully no Mega Metagross and Crocoon nonsense. This is an interesting team. Chestnut, Infernape, Porygon Z, Blissey, Hydreigon, and Mega Aerodactyl. Infernape might be the lead here, just as the standard lead Infernape, which really isn't that standard anymore. It was standard in Gen 4, but the set actually still works. So, I might want to lead with my own Infernape, actually. Because Infernape actually, looking at this team, Infernape beats Blissey, Hydreigon, Porygon Z, and it can actually beat Chestnut in the right environment. So Aerodactyl, that is interesting. I guess I'm gonna go into Fluffy because we can take most hits. He opts to go for the stealth. Mega Aerodactyl with Stealth Rock leading off. That's interesting. And he has Dragon Claw. Okay. It does over half, unfortunately, but we do get a T-Wave off, so this Aerodactyl is crippled. But of course, there is the threat of the Heal Bell from the Blissey, which could be a thing. And he's spamming Dragon Claw. Unfortunately, I don't have any Fairy types to switch into, and I don't have any Steel types to switch into either. So this Dragon weakness on Hydreigon is one on the team that I don't really have too much of an answer for. I guess I could switch in Boris. I really feel like he should be carrying EQ, though. Stealth Rock, Dragon Claw is interesting. Oh, okay, never mind. I should have switched there. What was I doing? What was I doing? I just let him kill me. Because he did 53.1% both times he used Dragon Claw, or all 3 times. And I guess they just rounded up to the... I don't know. I don't know what happened. I made a mistake. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. I will Rapid Spin here. I'm not afraid of this Aerodactyl. If you want to EQ, that's fine, because I don't think it'll kill. And then I'll just scald you. So yeah. At the very least, I want these rocks out of here. So that is important because we have Swellow. I want him to be able to come in and clean up later on in the match. Especially with things like Infernape and Porygon Z around, and Chestnut even. Yeah, so... he's actually going to switch in the Agatha. That's a good nickname for a Blissey. But we get the Rapid Spin off for free, which is great. And what are you going to do? Are you going to Heal Bell right off the bat? Or are you just going to Toxic? No, you're not going to Toxic with a Tentacruel out here. Surely. Surely you're not. What else do you run? Seismic Toss? We might see that. Yeah, he does opt to go for the Seismic Toss, but it doesn't do too much, and we can go for Stealth Rocks of our own here as he goes for the Protect. I guess to scout what we're going to do? I don't know, but those rocks are going to help us in case that Infernape is Focus Sash, and for the Mega Aerodactyl coming in as well. And now he goes for the Toxic, so Toxic, Protect, Seismic Toss. Is your other move Heal Bell, maybe? No, you have to have a healing move. Wish, probably. Wish, Protect, Toxic, Seismic Toss. Standard Blissey. Let's see. What did he go for? He went for Toxic last turn. So I could just switch in Chimpino here, I guess. Unless he's just going to go for Seismic Toss. He's probably going to Protect. Yeah, there we go. Figures. Toxic, you immediately had to go for Protect the turn after. So classic Blissey user right there. He's gonna switch. He's not gonna leave his Blissey out. Okay, he is gonna leave his Blissey out to Protect to get more Lefty's recovery. Fair enough. Now he might... I think he's gonna stay in. He's gonna think that I'm locked into U-turn. I'm gonna U-turn again. But no, I'm going to close combat, so if you leave this Blissey out, it's dead. Yep. Bam! That is right there is why I love this set so much. As soon as people see U-turn, they automatically think that you're choiced and will do things like leave their Blissey out, assuming you are locked into your U-turn, which obviously is not the case. Now, he's bringing out the Hydreigon, so this means one of two things. He's Choice Scarfed or he's bluffing the Choice Scarf. Because obviously I naturally outspeed Hydreigon, there's no reason for you to bring it out otherwise, and Hydreigon doesn't carry any priority or anything, so I will switch out. As he goes for the Earth Power, now that's interesting. Earth Power Hydreigon. Normally their coverage move of choice is a fire move to take on steel types, but I can see how Earth Power could work as well. The only thing is, if your Choice Scarf being locked into a move that has an immunity like that could be a little bit iffy. I know that fire moves have an immunity in Flash Fire, but that's less common than Levitate and Flying types. Unfortunately, we can't stay out here. I was thinking that we could take an incoming Draco and then force a switch and be in a good position with Squidzy out here to scald something coming in. But that did not work out. So I will switch out Eelia here to take any special hit. He just is continually going for Earth Power. So I don't know if he's choiced. That's all he's going for, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything because Earth Power may in fact be his best move to use against the likes of Infernape and Tentacruel there. So now, unfortunately, Hydreigon resists every single one of our moves. I'll just go for a Thunderbolt. As he goes for the Dark Pulse, we get a critical hit. But we know he's not choice, so he was bluffing. He was bluffing that Choice Scarf to get our Infernape out of there. Or he just doesn't know speed tiers, which I guess is also possible. He has the White Herb Draco. Okay, so he has Dark Pulse, Draco, Earth Power, and something else. Roost, maybe, since he's not choiced. I don't know. But now that we know that you're not Scarfed, I'm just going to bring in Infernape. I will U-turn out. It is super effective. Maybe he just didn't know the speed tier because, again, he left it in to just die. When you could have switched in something like Chestnut even to take it. I mean, I guess to be fair, you don't really want to switch a Chestnut in on an Infernape because what are you going to do afterwards? I'm just going to Flare Blitz. So there's that. There is that. And Hydreigon resists fire type moves anyway. So I don't know. I'm just kind of talking out my rear end here as usual. So now we have Eelia out here, and this is basically just as a sacrificial Pokemon, just so that we can get the momentum back here. Yeah, he's going to go for the Mach Punch. That will take us out. It was unnecessary to go for Mach Punch because you outspeed anyway. But fair enough. He does show off the Life Orb, which means we know for sure that Tweet will outspeed. And we can just fire off a Boom Burst and really not have a care in the world here. That's what it comes down to. So are you just going to sacrifice this Infernape? Or are you going to try to switch in Aerodactyl, which I think will be a 2-hit KO? No, he goes for the Mach Punch. That did so much damage. Oh my gosh. That is a neutral hit. I know Swellow is very frail. I think our minus nature is minus special defense, so that doesn't really count for much. I'll go for the Boom Burst again. Oh, wow. I thought we would at least get him into the red zone. Maybe that's a Salt Vest Porygon Z. Now that would be interesting. That would be very interesting indeed. Now I could be cheeky and U-turn here, but there's always the chance that this thing is Scarfed. So Mach Punch seems like the better move to go for, and he is going to switch out Aerodactyl. He takes 32% due to the Mach Punch, which normally that would be a little bit of an issue, and I should have went for the close combat, I guess. But he does not outspeed thanks to that paralysis, that good old T-Wave from earlier, so we can close combat. Down goes the Mega Aerodactyl. He's left with Porygon Z, which dies to a Mach Punch, and Chestnut, which we can Flare Blitz. I don't think that'll one-shot, but we can come in with anything afterwards and finish it off. So we're definitely in a good position here. Definitely in a good position. Maybe we'll see a forfeit. He's kind of taken a long time. Usually that means I'm thinking about forfeiting. Usually. But just in my experience. We'll see. We'll see. He's taking a long time. I mean, you really just have to go into Chestnut here, I think. That would be what I would do. Or if the Porygon Z is Scarf, then you can just go for Tri-Attack and try to get as much damage as possible. But anyway, he is going to forfeit, so that's going to be the match. That's 3 straight victories for this team. I like it. So I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this part. They've all been like around 10 minutes, I think. Maybe the first episode was a little longer because I talked for an hour at the beginning of the first part of every session. But yeah, pretty short parts. So it's probably a nice change from the 20+ minute videos and sometimes 30+ minute videos in some of the other series on the channel. Anyway, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you're leaving a like, rating, or a comment, or whatever you would like to do, and I will see you all next time. But until then, game on.